Welcome to the Scalpel of Truth, the podcast providing cutting insight on how to rise to the top in the medical aesthetics industry with your host, Leisa Krause, aka the Bitch and Beautician. That's Leisa with an E, which stands for explicit, because in this surgical suite, she won't sugarcoat the truth, and yes, there will be some seriously salty language, not suitable for sensitive souls, children, nor pets. As a business consultant, Leisa shares the knowledge and lessons she's gleaned over 30 years in the industry. Time spent working directly with patients, managers, and med spa owners alike. Her practice growth strategies are sharp, her stories and wit sharper, and her panache for bringing the spice the sharpest. So buckle up, bichachos. Leisa is about to slice and dice another episode of The Scalpel of Truth.
Hey bichachos, welcome back to another episode of The Scalpel of Truth, where I tell it like it is and cut through the bullshit on how to run a successful med spa practice. I am your host, Leisa, aka the Bitch and Beautician, and today we're talking about a topic that is criminally underrated in our industry, and that is getting more men into your med spa. That's right, we're talking about why the hell men are such a small percentage of our patient demographic and what we can do to change that. The caveat for this episode is that I always want to be inclusive. So, however you identify, I see you, I hear you, celebrate and love you. And for this episode, we are gearing things towards men and those with masculine energy. Let's go. Here's the legal part I need to read. This podcast is presented solely for educational entertainment purposes. Guys, I'm just your beauty business bitch. I'm not a licensed therapist or an HR representative, nor am I a lawyer. This platform's used to share my experiences with what's made me a successful service provider, a manager, and a business consultant for those who I coach. Got it? Beautiful. So guys, let's start with the basics. Why the hell do we want more men in our med spa? I'm going to tell you. Men are some of the most loyal, consistent, and downright amazing patients that you could possibly get. Once a man trusts you, he's in it for the long haul. And here's the kicker. He's compliant as hell. You tell him what to use, he'll actually use it. He'll come to appointments on time. He's going to follow instructions. He's not going to be sitting in the chair doubting everything you tell him because his favorite social media influencer knows best, or he's had a friend get something else done and now he's looking to you to see if you're credible. They aren't like that. Men are absolute gold. They are logical. They are honestly some of the best patients I've had in my years of treating patients hands-on in clinical practice. So here's the thing. Most med spas are averaging about an 85% women, 15% men, even more of that 10% men, okay, to a 90% women. We barely tap into that market. So what gives around it? Most men don't think of a med spa as a place they typically frequent. So we've got to shift the mindset and our marketing and everything we're doing to target gentlemen. Trust me, the best way to do this is targeted marketing. And the women who are already sitting in your treatment chair. Okay, so let's look at this. If you're running a med spa, you've already got the ultimate weapon. And this is your female patients or patients with feminine energy. They're your biggest advocates. And guess what? They've got boyfriends, dads, brothers, besties, husbands. They have all of these folks in their lives that they want to take better care of themselves, right? So let's start here. Why not run a gift for him campaign? So let's say Father's Day's coming up, holiday season, something like that. You create a gentleman's facial or a gentleman's jaw sculpting treatment package that appeals directly to men. Make it easy for women to buy these packages as gifts. Do some marketing around, give the men in your life a little glow up. Hell, you can even call it something that doesn't scream spa because some guys still think that that's for women. So we want to call it the gentleman's tune-up. We're around holiday season. You could call it the holy handsomeness package. I don't give a shit, but you're going to tailor your marketing. I know some of that sounds cheesy, but you get the idea. It's all about making it feel accessible for men. So many men starting to join this feel good, look good revolution. I want to talk about hosting men's only events. This is gold, okay? We're talking taking it up a notch. Imagine a men's only event at your med spa. You're bringing in a speaker who's going to talk to men about how they can look younger, feel better, also maybe perform a little better. We've got men's sexual health in our industry at certain clinics. This is huge, guys. We're taking all of this and packaging it or bundling it in a way that men are happy to receive this information. So we're talking stress relief, anti-aging, the whole shebang. If you make it a private event, close it off to women, you can do beers and Botox. You can do health aspect, fit and fabulous at 50. Many different things that you can do. Focus on creating a space where men feel comfortable to ask questions about treatments as well. So you want this event to be educational, right? If you tailor your marketing around this, and depending on what you call it, I mean, so many things, guys, off the cuff, like the power hour. You could call it the Sculpted Gentleman event, the rugged and refreshed, the bourbon and Botox, the chiseled as fuck event. Who's not attending that? There's so many different options. I'm saying market around the appeal. This isn't just about looking good. It's about health, stress relief, confidence, improved energy. I'm starting to see, and I saw this literally in clinic when I was still hands-on with patients, which wasn't, that long ago, less than a decade. I started to see where men would come in, usually with their spouse. We've been treating, like, the times that it happened for me was that we've been treating the wife for years. And I literally had a husband and wife come in where the husband said, I'm here because someone just asked me if I was her dad. Okay, you've been doing treatments on her for 10 years now. I don't want to feel like I'm the old guy of this relationship. So what can you do for me? So I started seeing a lot more of that when I was still in clinic. Honestly, this isn't just a woman's game anyway. It's for everyone. Skin health, mental health, feeling good, looking good. That's for everyone, all humans. Okay, so I want to tap into the social media trends and the influences that we're seeing. We cannot ignore the power of social media here. If you've noticed, there's more and more men showing up on social media talking about skincare routines or talking about getting that refreshed look. They maybe aren't giving away all the details, but men are watching and men are watching other men. So in your social media, you want to have men getting treatments done. Testimonials from men. It extinguishes and takes down that stigma of aesthetics being only for women or it being more feminine. So start posting that content. Simple skincare routines. How you can do a sharper jawline. Abs are made in the gym. Jawlines are sculpted at 123 MedSpa or whatever your marketing looks like. But that's a way that you can start getting men to watch. Do before and afters of that jawline contouring. Talk about the benefits of injectables for guys that want to look a little bit more masculinized in the face. Chiseled looking. Guys, honestly, this is where it's at. Men see this stuff and they're getting curious. And so it opens the door to have them take their first step into your med spa. So let's hit that back up for timing and celebrating men's health. Okay, got to be strategic with this, guys. If we want to drive male traffic, it's about timing. It's key points. So things like Father's Day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, holiday season, gifts for holiday season and Christmas. Don't forget about June. June is Men's Health Month. It's an opportunity for you to talk about all the health benefits around aesthetic treatments. Frame it as give a gift to yourself. Commit to feeling good. We've got January. New year, new you. Okay, that's seriously fucking overdone, but a great way that speaks to starting out taking better care of yourself. This is where you want to go all in on your bundles. You want to bundle in some of that face and body contouring or muscle sculpting and body contouring, things that are going to appeal. So let's go into the benefits of having a loyal male patient base. Let me tell you, this is more than just a strategy, guys. It is a long-term game changer. We've talked about it. Men are fiercely loyal. When they trust you, they like what you're doing, they're going to keep coming back and they're going to be consistent. They're all in for the win. They'll use those products. They'll book that regular treatment. They're going to start telling buddies. Maybe you do a bit of a referral program. They're not just going to be patients. They're going to end up being ambassadors. So think about it. Men don't hop around from MedSpa to MedSpa. They aren't deal chasers like we women are. They're not testing out 10 different MedSpas. They're going to find one they trust and they're going to stay put. This can be a seriously profitable patient base if you know how to approach it right. All right, my badass listeners, if you are finding this useful, then you're going to love what I've got lined up for you for Bachacho members of Club Bachacho, okay? In the VIP segment, we're diving deeper into men's promotions. We're tapping into the best ways to market to men and some advanced strategies to convert them into loyal patients. If you want those juicy pearls that are going to take your practice to the next level, join Club Bachacho. This is where I drop the unfiltered truths and the insider tips that you aren't going to get anywhere else. So I want you to go to scalpeloftruth.com and get your ass signed up for Club Bachacho. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me as always. And until next time, I want you to keep slaying and keep turning your attention to growing your male demographic. I love you so much. So chat soon. And for those badass bachachos, hang tight. I'm going to introduce you to the after party where we're going to do a deep dive.
Go away, just see things stay the way they are.